In a world dominated by sports podcasts, three friends team up to bring you another one. Driven by the incessant need to argue with one another, the Context Matters podcast will toe the line between what they believe and what they believe will piss off their friend. Listen and enjoy as the group chat you never wanted to read becomes the podcast you hardly want to listen to. The bits are long, the rage bait is real, and the context matters.
Welcome. Thanks for joining us on episode 15. It's Wednesday, April 15th, and Dave and JMO are my 13 reasons why. I'm Bill. With me as always are David and JMO. How we feeling, boys?
Fantastic. I'm sorry to hear that about you, Bill, but I'm going to keep being me, and whatever happens to you happens.
Yeah, I'm feeling good myself. Weather was great today. Let's get into this episode.
Absolutely. It's gorgeous today. On today's slate, we will be drafting our favorite sports movies from the four major sports, plus a bonus sports-related movie at the end. Then we will be talking hot topics from items around the NFL and sports at large. We have the next round of Master Debater, get into conspiracy theories with David's Cooky Corner, and end the show with a little segment called Anything Else, where we touch on, you guessed it, anything else. But first, a word from our presenting sponsor, Hyatt Trucks.
Are you tired of dealing with unreliable waste removal services, or worse, the weekly dump trip? Say hello to Hyatt Trucks Waste Removal, Southern New Hampshire's top choice for dependable disposal. Based in Milford, New Hampshire, they serve Hillsborough County and beyond, including Milford, Nashua, Bedford, Manchester, and Peterborough. They're a family-owned business with over 70 five-star Google reviews, are fully insured, and ready to handle any waste removal needs. They offer flexible roll-off dumpsters and are now offering 2- and 4-yard dumpsters to be picked up weekly, bi-weekly, and monthly. They offer comprehensive junk removal services, hauling away furniture, appliances, yard waste, and more. But let's talk about what can really make a difference in your week. Hyatt offers weekly curbside trash pickup to Milford, New Boston, Bedford, Jaffrey, Peterborough, New Ipswich, and surrounding towns beginning at just $40 a month. With provided barrels, options for recycling, and reliable pickups on time, every time. Ready to join the Hyatt Trucks family? Head to HIOTT-TRUX.com and sign up using code CONTEXT to let them know we sent you. Hyatt Trucks, you chuck it, we truck it, making waste removal simple and stress-free.
Thank you as always for that read, JMO, and thanks as always to TJ and the team over at Hyatt Trucks. They're doing great work. Please reach out to them for any spring cleaning needs, any dumpster needs, any recurring dumpster or trash pickup needs. Like I've said before, it's a game changer getting your trash picked up curbside, so don't sleep on it. But as we move into our first segment of the day, where we're talking about our favorite movies from each of the four major sports, and then we'll do a wild card round at the end. We are going to start with football, and similar to last week's draft, whoever has the first pick gets their choice of the litter, whatever football movie they want to pick. Whoever has second pick cannot pick the same movie, so it's the best of the remaining movies.
Yep.
So I'm going to hand it over to David, who has the first overall pick with football. So David, what's your number one football movie?
All right, so my number one pick is Friday Night Lights, and that is the movie, not the TV show. The movie is great. It was my favorite movie growing up. Just typical classic football. It's like the Permian Panthers, right? That was what they're called. Yeah, it just goes through like the high school team. Just like a great underdog movie. Yeah, just a lot of memories with Boobie Miles and tearing his ACL, and yeah, it was just great. Resilient team, great movie.
Yeah, I mean, talk about a movie that totally encapsulates Texas football, right? So it's like Friday Night Lights. It's all about high school football. You get all the feels of that movie. Great pick.
Absolutely. It's one of the more I'd say that and Remember the Titans are like the two probably like pinnacle movies as far as what people understand as like what makes a true football movie. Yeah, great first pick. Can't really knock it too much. I am the second pick, so I'm gonna go. I just said that and Remember the Titans are the two pinnacle movies. So obviously I'm going with the Remember the Titans, but I'm not. I'm going to go with We Are Marshall, which is,
Nice.
I think, one of the more thought-provoking and like true dramas in a sports-related movie, because it's a lot deeper than just the football around the movie. If you haven't seen it, please go give it a try. Matthew McConaughey is great in it. Kate Mara is great in it. Make sure you get through that first 5 minutes, because it's one of those movies that like the first 5 minutes is just like, not to
Tough.
spoil it, but it's tough. It's a tough watch. Definitely
Based on a true
bad,
story.
based on a true story.
Yep.
One of the more emotional movies I feel like we'll talk about today. So I'm sure we'll get into a lot more comedies as we go. But
Yep.
We Are Marshall is just a great movie. Really, really, really good football movie.
Yep. Yeah, We Are Marshall is great without spoiling it. Right, it's very sad. It's just a cool story of fighting back and against outside forces, and really, really good movie. So thank you guys for leaving it up to me. We've danced around it enough. I will pick Remember the Titans. It's my favorite football movie of all time. There's just so many good, iconic scenes in it. Obviously, you have the guys coming together. Like, you have people of different ethnicities, people from different financial classes, people with totally different ways of life, all coming together to play football. And just some of the scenes are so iconic and heart-wrenching, and just like, doing the right thing over the easy thing. And it's just such a classic. If you haven't seen it, or if you haven't seen it in a long time, definitely go back and watch it. You're going to get in your feels, and it's great. I remember everybody on our football team, like, we definitely had a night. I don't even remember if it was in school or out of school, but we definitely all watched the movie, and it was so good.
Yeah, it's definitely a legendary movie. Can't believe that made it all the way to 3. But yeah, it's
Yeah.
I think it was like one of the first kind of mainstream movies that kind of focused on race, and like it was set in the time it was, which is like kind of controversial in like the movie itself. So yeah, it's definitely great in that aspect. It comes together, and yeah, it's a great movie to watch.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I would say too, like, of the entire I mean, I was gonna say it probably has my favorite scene of all time, but I think my favorite scene of all time is it Facing the Giants, where the lineman is carrying the running back on his back, and he's like, don't look up, and he does his crawl all the way across the field. Oh man, that's probably the best scene ever.
And even like the nickname Sunshine,
Sunshine,
like
yeah.
yeah.
I was just about to say that.
Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah, and then like you look up, what's his name, Toby, like the linebacker. You look up like some of those actors that were in that movie, and they're still acting today. Like he was in like Sons of Anarchy and a bunch of stuff, and he's still doing it.
Yep, it's
Obviously,
a classic.
And you got Denzel, right? That was one of his main first roles, so worked out well for him.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely. Remember the Titans it's a classic. It was hard to pass it up and give it to you in the third spot, JMO, but I always have a soft spot for We Are Marshall, so I had to.
That's fair.
Moving on to the second round. So now we're going to talk about basketball movies. I'm first pick, and I'm going to completely flip what we just did on their heads. We chose 3 critically acclaimed drama style movies in Friday Night Lights, We Are Marshall, and Remember the Titans. And I'm going to go with my favorite basketball movie of all time, which is absolute chaos from beginning to end. Who You Calling a Jive Turkey? Semi-Pro, Will Ferrell,
Nice.
Andre 3000. It's chaos. Like I said, it's one of the funnier movies I feel like I've ever seen. I think it's one of the better Will Ferrell movies, which might not be a strong take that the general public has. But I just
fair.
It's hilarious.
Yep. I have a guy at work whose name is Jack, and I always call him Jackie Moon. And there's no way I'm not gonna. Yeah, there's no way I'm not gonna do it. The underhand shot, that movie's iconic. I love Semi-Pro, and I didn't watch Semi-Pro when it first came out. I didn't watch it until later in life, and it was perfect. I love that movie.
Yeah, it's so great how it just plays with the basketball. You know what I mean? Like the whole sport itself is it's a great comedy.
Yep. Yeah, Lee. Everybody love everybody. God, I love
Lewis
it.
is on the rep.
Dude, I want to get I want to get a Flint Tropics jersey.
That would be a good jersey. That'd be a solid jersey.
Such a good jersey.
Ball
It's
knowers.
like the Titanic, but it's full of bears. God, that movie's so dumb. I love it.
It's
so
so
good.
funny. Jackie's
Nice.
teammates are just doing an awful job stabilizing his spine off the court. I just love that movie.
Oh, that's good.
JMO, your second pick. So moving on from semi-pro, what do you have?
So this was hard for me because there's so many movies that I liked, but I would say my favorite basketball movie of all time was He Got Game, another Denzel movie, and it's got Ray Allen in it. Ray Allen plays Jesus Shuttlesworth as Billy Googles a movie, but no, I'm telling you, it's a really good story.
Entering it into, I know the movie. I'm entering it into the list.
So that one is it's another heart-wrenching movie. It's like it's really good, just a crazy family dynamic, and obviously like Ray Allen did a really good job acting in it for somebody who's a basketball player, and then obviously Denzel just carries so much weight. Every role he's ever played has been amazing. So and that was no exception. So out of all the basketball movies, that one's actually my favorite.
I've never seen it. I've always been curious where Jesus Shuttlesworth came from, though, as far as the
so that's where it came from. You should watch the movie. It's really, really good. It definitely, some of these movies, like especially nostalgic ones, you go back and you watch it and it's like, oh, that really wasn't even that good of a movie, but this one definitely holds up.
Yeah, I haven't seen it either. I am familiar with it, but I have not seen it, and I promise to everyone who sees me type as soon as somebody says something, I am entering it into the list so I can share it to our Facebook later. So
Fair.
that is what I'm doing. Other than the case of Ken Riley last week, I still have no idea who the hell Ken Riley is.
Classic.
David.
You know
David,
who Mark Brunell is.
I do know who Mark Brunell is,
So
and
my
that is
third
still
pick-
one of the worst situations I've seen.
Oh, brought him to the Super Bowl, right? Just bad franchise.
Good.
Okay, third pick. Bring me back to my childhood. Like Mike. For me, like that was, I watched a movie a million times in my life. And yeah, it has a little Bow Wow in it, but now he's just Bow Wow. Yeah, it just goes through a young boy. He needs a pair of shoes, so he knocks them off a power line and then finds out they're Michael Jordan's, and he tries them on, and it gives him like super abilities as far as basketball goes. And then he goes pro, and yeah, it's just a great movie. Any age. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, anytime that you get to wear the basketball shoes of the second greatest player of all time, it's pretty good. So, fun little tidbit. Does anybody remember who the little white kid in that movie is? Jesse Plemons.
Oh,
yeah, fun fact. Yeah,
he's
if you know, you know.
Matt Damon.
Yes, yeah.
So he looks
Correct.
like Matt Damon, but if Matt Damon did a little meth, he's in Breaking Bad,
Matt Damon.
Game Night.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Wow, he's in that.
He's a great actor.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
He's in a
He's that
Black
little
Mirror
black kid with
episode.
glasses, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay. It's all coming together.
No. He's not the little white. No, he's not the one with the glasses. He's the bully kid or whatever.
Oh. You tricked me.
Or is he? Is he the little white kid with glasses?
You tricked me.
No. He wears the beanie. I remember. Yeah, no, he's older. He's wearing the beanie, and he's a little bit older than. No, it's not that. Yeah.
Actor. Spin-off. If you haven't seen Game Night, it's hilarious.
Game Night is so good.
It's so funny. It's like one of the funnier comedies that's come out in recent memory, and I feel like it just doesn't get enough love. I don't know why.
The little kid with glasses is Jonathan Lipnicki, who can't say I know him from anything else.
Yeah, he's something. I gotta Google it right now because he is
Stuart Little. Well, obviously. Stuart
I was
Little,
gonna say. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. I was gonna say something.
Also,
he was popular
Stuart
in the late
Little too.
90s.
Yeah,
Stuart Little too.
Dr. Doolittle.
No.
Okay, so that's enough on like Mike. I also watched that a few times as a kid, but that didn't even make my list of 18 honorable mentions, so I think that's surprising.
Nice.
I will leave some of the crazy basketball movies that we left off just in case somebody picks them up in the wild card round. But JMO, it's over to you for your baseball first pick.
Okay, my favorite baseball movie of all time is The Rookie with Dennis Quaid. I love that movie. It's I probably have seen that movie more than like I remember the movie being in a VHS tape and like the cover of the VHS tape and the plastic when you open it up, and that whole game. And I remember every time watching it and like hoping that it wasn't going to skip or be broken the next time that I put it in. But yeah, it was just, that's such a good movie. It's another fun redemption story type thing. Dennis Quaid does a remarkable job in it. So that's my favorite baseball movie of all time. And it really wasn't all that close. As many good baseball movies as I think there are, I could watch The Rookie on repeat still to this day.
I've seen it a long time ago. I don't remember it being anything special. I grew up being a huge baseball fan, and I tend to think almost every baseball movie is overrated. So, um, I uh, I'll give you.
Terrible.
I'm sure it's good, and maybe I just saw that at the wrong point in my life. But David, it's over
Yeah.
to you. Unless you have any comments on The Rookie for your pick.
Just real quick. Yeah, what I just remember about that movie is the pitcher throwing gas. I think it was the first movie that used like sound effects for the ball, like leaving his hand. I was like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, that
Okay.
was solid.
So my pick, number 2, would be Trouble with the Curve. A little bit of a newer baseball movie, but it is great. It's about an older scout brings his daughter along, and everybody's obsessed with this number 1 pick, like this prodigy, and the old man scout that's like too old for the sport and like stuff like that. Like he's kind of picking apart this guy's game, and then it's something with like the sound of the bat was like the main point in the movie, because when he would hit a curveball, it wouldn't sound right. And that's ended up like the kid getting drafted, and that was like his biggest failure, was he couldn't hit a curveball because he knew it from the sound of the bat, and that was something that like analytics couldn't prove. So it's kind of cool in
Right.
that aspect, where it's an older guy using older techniques versus the newer style of scouting players.
Yep. And then Shaggy from Scooby-Doo lost his job. So yeah, no, great movie. Definitely good.
Clint Eastwood too. So shout out to the
Yeah.
cast, Amy Adams.
And Amy Adams, right?
Yep.
Smoke Show.
Yeah. Good
Formerly.
good cast. Good cast. Okay, so on to me with the third pick. I'm amazed this fell to third. We can talk.
Moneyball.
I'll talk.
No, I know what it is.
Some crap about some classic baseball movies. When we get to the honorable mentions, because I don't want to snap them up if you guys are going to take them on the wild card. But my number 1 pick, which slid all the way to me at number 3, is Major League, with Charlie Sheen. It's hilarious. Also, it might be the most quoted sports movie. With just a bit outside.
It's yeah.
Yeah.
It's just, and I think the first name's Pedro, but Serrano with like doing an exorcism on his bat because he can't get a hit.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. It's just
especially
it's
on the
all
curve.
around
Yeah.
great comedy. Yeah.
Yeah.
I hit straight ball far. Like
Yeah. Yeah.
I just can't hit breaking ball. Just such a great movie. Really funny.
Forget about
really,
the curveball, Ricky. Give him the heater.
Yeah, and with the setup being the team owner trying to get them to lose.
Right.
Also, actually, that's back-to-back sports, so that's similar with semi-pro and basketball, where Mickey Moon's trying to get them to lose at the beginning. So I don't know, maybe I just have a soft spot for people throwing their teams under the bus.
Fair.
What do you guys have about Major League before we move on to the hockey picks?
Nothing. I mean, definitely a good movie, super quotable. Yeah. I cannot hit curveball straight. Or no, yeah, I cannot hit curveball. Straight ball I hit very much. It's so funny.
That's the quote. So funny.
Yeah. Yeah, no, Major League's great. No notes.
I've never seen it, so I'll have to add it to my list.
Oh, got it. It's
Yeah,
a great
you
one.
gotta.
It's really funny.
It's so good.
Especially because it's just Charlie Sheen, so that's always a must. So Dave,
Tiger Blood.
move on to you. You are the first pick for our hockey movies.
I don't watch a lot of hockey movies, but I think I'm just gonna have to go with The Mighty Ducks, because it's just legendary. We all seen it. We all appreciate it. They made a million of them. It's a great movie.
That's fair. I would argue Mighty Ducks 2 was better. That's my favorite movie of the entire franchise. But yeah, the whole thing is great. Even like I remember the Mighty Ducks spin-off cartoon that they had back in the day, which was also phenomenal. So yeah, everything Mighty Ducks, I'm in. I love the movie. It's great. Everybody loves the movie. It's hard not to pick it number 1. I get it.
Yeah, it's a classic. I mean, there's a classic we left in baseball that I feel like rivals Mighty Ducks. We'll talk about again maybe a little bit later. I'm amazed that baseball classic, but kind of like that, made for kids, but also you can enjoy it as an adult style movie. I feel like is where Mighty Ducks really comes in clutch.
Yeah,
So
that makes
I will go
sense.
Coach
second,
Bombay.
Coach Bombay. I will go my second pick for the hockey round, and I'll go Mystery Alaska. So I don't know if you
Okay.
guys have seen it.
Yep, I have.
Great movie. Russell Crowe, Burt Reynolds. Uh, also a very it does a really good job at being a really really funny movie, but also being a serious movie. And the whole
Yep.
concept of the movie is ridiculous. So it's just that there's this remote town in Alaska that has a hockey night every week, and the whole town comes out and watches. And then that gets picked up by Sports Illustrated, and then they get an exhibition game against the New York Rangers because apparently they're supposed to be so good they can rival any NHL team. Um, and it's just like Russell Crowe is supposed to be the best player that the town's ever seen, but he's old, and it's just like kind of one of those like stories of like, is he still good enough to play in this obviously huge opportunity to play against the Rangers? But
Yep.
also there's like just so many funny moments, like
Like Mike Myers in it.
yeah,
Mike Myers is one of the announcers. Yeah.
yeah. The announcers are hilarious. There's I play hockey and I fornicate because those are the only two things you can do in cold weather. And like,
Yeah.
it's a funny movie on top of just actually being like a good in your feels heartfelt movie. So big fan of Mystery Alaska.
Yeah, another good one. If you haven't seen it, definitely look it up.
JMO, you are third. I don't think David's ever seen Mystery Alaska by his face after I said
Yeah, there's no shot. So everybody knows what movie I should pick here, that everybody should be picking as their favorite movie of all time, especially as an American. But I'm not going to pick it. I'm going to go with Goon with Sean William Scott. It's such a good movie. It's like one of those, like, it's probably rated so low on like Rotten Tomatoes or something, and I just don't care. Like, it's just such a funny movie. It's literally just Sean William Scott playing the same role he's played in every other movie ever. Um, he's a bouncer turned enforcer for hockey, and it's just a bunch of fighting and a little bit of story built in around it too. So yeah, it's so good. I love it. I love Goon.
Yeah, Goon it's hilarious.
Yep.
Great movie. Have you seen it, Dave?
I have, but it's been quite a while. But I do remember it being a very funny movie. Sean William Scott's great, and anything he does, why he doesn't like do more nowadays is absurd. He's gonna be like blacklisted somewhere.
Probably for being Stifler.
True.
No, that it's a great watch. So now we're gonna get into wild cards. So before we do honorable mentions, we're gonna get into wild cards. Wild cards can be any sports related movie, whether it's the four sports we just mentioned or another sport. So that's why I didn't want to get into honorable mentions as we were talking about individual sports, but we'll get to those. It's my first pick. I have a little prop here.
Oh my God, here we go.
I'm forever blowing bubbles.
Oh
Pretty bubbles in the air.
Oh my
They
God.
fly so high, they reach the sky, and like my dreams, they fade and die. So this is not just the best remaining
I hate you.
sports movie. This is arguably one of the best movies of all time. Does it have plot
Definitely
holes?
arguably.
Yes. Does it have plot holes? Yes. Is the casting for the main character absolutely horrible? Also, yes. However, there are I need to bring this up, two great supporting acts. Charlie Hunnam, who plays like the main supporting character, and then Jeff Bell, who might be the greatest bad guy in any movie ever. If you don't know him, he's also in Kingsman. He's like the stepdad who beats the mom. Like, just most people have seen Kingsman. Most people probably haven't seen Green Street Hooligans. But I love this movie. I told these guys this week, this is one of three movies in my life that have actually made me cry, and one of the other two is Marley and Me, which doesn't count because that's not fair.
Makes everybody cry. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Marley and Me is just not fair. If you've ever seen it, you know. But Green Street Hooligans, absolute must watch. if they cast anyone other than Elijah Wood, aka Frodo, as the main character, I feel like it would be a 10 out of 10 movie. He does make it a little bit hard to watch at times because I don't find him to be a very believable main character in this role. But
Yep.
it is a 9.9 out of 10 movie as far as I'm concerned, and I watch it all the time.
It's a good movie, but our friendship, like over the years, I've heard you talk about it so much that I could not, in good faith, ever watch it again. So
Also,
do what
it's
you
free on
want with
YouTube.
that.
So Google it. It's free on YouTube.
True.
It's some random person who just pirated it and threw it up on YouTube, but it's like full
Yeah,
quality.
you can probably
and
find it
can
on
watch
TikTok
so-
Live too. Yeah.
But no, it's wonderful. And I appreciate that you don't like it because of how much I like it. But yeah,
I like the
it's a soccer
Chargers.
movie. It's not really a soccer movie. But it is a soccer
Oh,
movie.
you mean football?
So that's how it qualifies. No, it's soccer. And it's got some funny lines too. But so David, have you ever seen it? I don't think
No.
you should. You should. It's so
Don't.
good. So
Don't for the
good.
bit.
JMO, over to you for your wild card pick.
All right. I'm going to take it back to actual sports and movies that revolve around sports. So we can actually, get your bubbles out of here. I don't want to see those anymore. So back to a movie that actually revolves around sports. It's a classic movie. We've all seen it. We can all quote it. It's The Ringer with Johnny Knoxville. That is the movie that I'm picking.
Great movie.
I absolutely love it. You scratched my disc. You picked it up in broad daylight and you scratched it. It's
When
just,
the fuck did you get ice cream?
There it is. Okay, so there's our swear for the episode. I knew it was going to come up. There's nothing you can do about it. I mean, to this day, I don't care if, like, I do a very good job of not swearing around my kids. However, if there's an opportunity to slip that in when we're getting ice cream or something, I'm saying it every time. It's
hard
just
not.
so iconic. And I mean, again, it's a sports movie, right? Because it revolves around the Special Olympics. So it counts. That's what I'm going with. I'm sure you guys have seen it. It's a classic.
Oh yeah,
It's a
so
movie you
funny.
can't make anymore either, so that makes it even extra special.
Also true.
No pun
Yep.
intended.
How dare you?
That was awful, Dave.
I hope you're happy. Oh
If
my
you don't get that
god.
pun, don't watch the movie.
Yeah, also true. Oh, good lord. No, I mean that movie's so funny. Even like, Johnny Knoxville talking with the rest of the cast members and like filming the whole movie, like all the background story behind it and all the extra cuts and everything. It's so funny. I love it.
Billy's still playing with bubbles.
Great movie.
If
Great
you're
pick.
watching the
Yeah,
video.
for this entire segment, I'm gonna have bubbles going on behind me.
Well, you've done that for a while, right? You used to blow bubbles as a kid, right?
No
All
comment.
right, moving on.
Good job, David. It's your pick for anything else.
You guys
No.
left two very good movies, and I got to pick one. I wish I could pick them both. And I'm having a tough time right now trying to decide which one I want. But
We're gonna go honorable mentions. Don't struggle too much.
dodgeball. You can dodge a
Nice.
wrench, you can dodge a ball. So it's a classic. Great
Yep.
cast.
That was on my list.
You got Ben Stiller, Vince Vaughn, Purple Cobras.
Yeah.
Laser.
No, for sure. Terry Crews. Yeah.
Joni
Yeah,
loves
no.
Chachi.
Joni loves Chachi. Yeah, the whole thing is so good.
Even Jason Bateman's like the announcer
Old
for it.
strategy, Cotton. Let's see how it pays off for us.
I was just gonna say, one of my favorite things to say to this day.
Yeah, instant
Um,
classic.
Doris, rest in peace.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Oh, that's a good point. Yep. Who was the other guy that's in the movie, the pirate, that I always forget about?
Steve the Pirate.
Yeah, Steve the Pirate.
He's
what was
in
that actor's
so
name?
many movies.
He's in
like
so
the-
many movies.
He's in, like the robot in the new Superman movie. But yeah, I have a
What's
friend
his
that
name? Oh, I guess I have the
Catches
internet
a hula
right
hair.
here. Alan Tudyk. That's it. Yeah. That's what it is. He's in.
That's
if
not
you
his
guys
name.
haven't,
His name's Steve the Pirate. For as
Yeah,
long
that's
as-
true. Yeah, he does a lot of voices too, which a lot of people don't know. He's a phenomenal voice actor, and he even talked about how he just kind of fell into it. But he does the rooster hey hey from Moana. He does all the screeching and everything for that, and those things are always really funny. If you watch up like voice actors doing those screeches and stuff, it's fantastic. So you can look that up too.
Yeah, guy has a
I love
crazy IMDb.
love
He's
it.
credited in 163
Eh.
movies.
Wow.
Yeah.
Or 163 things. Obviously, some might
Yeah.
be TV shows, but that's crazy.
Yep.
Okay, so let's get into Dodgeball's great. That was my number 2. If I didn't have to pick
Yep.
Green Street Hooligans by default, that was my number 2 wild card. Let's get into some of the movies we missed. So football, I'll just start. So Necessary Roughness.
Sure. Yep.
If you've ever
That's a good
seen
one.
that,
Is that with the Rock?
absolutely.
No.
No, that's Gridiron Gang.
Oh.
No, but
That's
it does
Gridiron
have-
Gang, and it's not good.
Who does it have? I can't remember
What?
who it is.
Non-necessary
Necessary
roughness.
Roughness, the big guy.
Yeah, that's really descriptive.
Please hold.
But I know
As we're all
I'm looking at
Googling.
him. But anyway.
Oh, Evander
there's,
Holyfield?
Rob
Rob Schneider's
has
in that?
Evander Holyfield, but that's not who I was thinking. It has Rob Schneider.
Forgot about that.
Great movie. But one of the funniest scenes from that movie is the guy that they pick up who's like a jujitsu black belt, and he like just goes off like martial arts style on the defense.
Yeah.
And then the ref is trying to call the penalty after the play, and he's like, judo kick to the face, and then he's like, screw this, unnecessary roughness on. But no, it's just it's a great movie. Similar to kind of along the same lines of another honorable mention in The Waterboy. Like the similar style of like a team that should not be good at all, and just has like a star player kind of hoist them up. But that's a great movie. What are some other football movies that we missed?
Well, definitely Waterboy. I mean,
Right.
One
That's gotta be there.
sneaky good one I have is The Longest Yard.
nice. Yep.
Every
have that
time I
on my
watch
list.
him, I giggle. You know, there's some clever
yeah.
jokes
Yep.
as you age. It doesn't, phase out.
And the
Um,
original with Burt Reynolds was also really good too.
Yeah.
So that's a good one.
Burt Reynolds is in both of them.
Yeah, right.
That
That's
is
true.
true.
I really like The Blind Side.
Yep.
That's a great
Shout
one. I
out
also have a huge
Kidnapping.
crush on Sandra
Kidnapping can be
Bullock.
profitable.
Yep, it's true. The whole saga and the side story with that came out afterwards, where you're like, oh, this makes me feel different about the movie. But that was obviously a good one. Any Given Sunday, phenomenal.
Yep. Invincible.
Invincible. Yep, Invincible is
I
good. I
had
forgot
a-
about that.
I had a Mark
Rudy.
Wahlberg phase where I was obsessed with Mark Wahlberg, and Invincible was one of those.
That's gross.
Rudy.
Varsity
Yeah.
Blues. Radio.
Airbud.
What? What's wrong with Varsity Blues?
No, nothing's wrong with it. That was your gross about Mark Wahlberg comment.
Oh, yeah, Airbud. Airbud's another classic. You could pick
So-
Airbud for any of the
Get
movies.
Airbud. Get Airbud out of
I
here.
tried to find an
That's
Airbud
so
hockey
stupid.
movie. I couldn't do it.
That's funny.
They couldn't put skates on them.
Yeah, because he did
It's
4.
abuse.
Like, who would tackle a dog? What kind of POS on defense is like? I'll crack
Well,
my head.
no,
Like,
hold on a second. I'm the biggest dog lover on the planet, but if you put like a Jack Russell Terrier on skates, I'm punting that thing 60 yards through an upright.
Or like a dachshund.
Why? I
No,
have a Jack Russell.
dachshunds are cute. Stop it.
My dog is a Jack Russell, so J-Mo is going to
Oh,
put
is
that
he?
thing on.
Dude, I'm going to set an NFL record with that thing.
He's heavy. He's thick.
Any other football movies before we move on to basketball?
No, I think I'm good for honorable mentions on favorites. I think we're good there.
How did Space Jam not come up? I gave you guys a layup by taking Semi-Pro first.
Because I love
Neither
that
of
game.
you picked Space Jam. That's wild.
Yeah, no,
Obviously,
Space
we're talking
Space
about the
Jam should have
remake
been
with
there.
LeBron, not the original. The original's stupid.
Don't you
LeBron
even
is the
start with
greatest
me.
basketball player of all time.
That's
I
true.
watched Like Mike way more than I've watched Space Jam. So
I watched them both quite a bit. No, Space Jam's great. My very close second was going to be White Man Can't Jump.
Yep, that was my third.
That's fantastic movie, obviously. And then
One
Coach Carter is another
movie I
classic.
have.
Hoosiers.
Hustle. Have you guys seen
Hustle.
Hustle?
Oh, Hustle,
Hustle was
yeah.
really good. Hustle was
For me,
really
yep.
good.
Yeah, for like a more modern basketball movie. Yeah, that was wicked good.
Yep.
And it's free
Yeah.
on Netflix, or you gotta pay for Netflix. But
Yeah.
Free
It's
once you
free on
have it.
Netflix after you pay
But
for
who's
it.
that? Is
Yeah.
that Hernan Gomez? Is that who the basketball player was?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Yep.
so. And that was part of the Adam Sandler Netflix deal where he just directed a bunch of movies for Netflix. So
Yeah.
I get why you were saying free on Netflix, but it was released
Right.
on Netflix.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Anthony
No, yeah,
Edwards
that
is
was-
pretty
that
good in
was
that.
great.
As far as like a villain too.
Yeah, for sure. Yep. Yeah, that's a good one.
Airbud.
Baseball. Again, another baseball one that this is what I was talking about. So Space Jam, I feel like we missed, and then similarly Sandlot.
I've
Yeah.
never seen it.
So in terms of
What?
oh yeah, we talked about this. The fact that
There's
you
a lot
haven't
of
seen
like
the
older
Sandlot.
movies that I've never
Oh
really.
my
But Sandlot's
sat
not
down
like
and
old.
watched.
Sandlot's not like old. Sandlot's like I
That's
want to say it was
crazy.
like 90s.
Yeah, no, but
Yeah, that's crazy to
Yeah,
have not seen
93.
Sandlot.
Great year, 93.
Never heard
Horrible
of
year,
her.
1992. Great
How
year,
dare you.
1993.
Hardball. That was on my list. Keanu Reeves.
Hardball was good. Yeah, that movie was fine. It's
Another
weird to see
movie-
Keanu
alright.
Reeves in that.
It's not a movie, but a TV show.
Okay.
Eastbound and Down.
Yeah.
It's
There
about
you go.
baseball. Kenny Powers,
That's
baby.
funny.
Speaking of movies that you can't make today, how about Bad News Bears? Specifically the
Yeah,
remake.
classic.
Specifically the remake.
Yeah. Classic.
So
Bad
fun.
News Bears is really good, really funny. My favorite, my close favorite, which was second for me that wasn't mentioned, was 42 with Jackie Robinson.
Mhm.
Absolutely stellar movie. Love
Yeah.
that movie. I think they did a great
then-
job with it. So
And then so here's where I'll
Yep.
say I'll give you one more honorable mention that I think is a true honorable mention. Also funny. A little bit more on the kid side of funny, but the bench warmers.
Yep.
With Rob Schneider. And Howie eating sunscreen is always hilarious.
Yeah,
Hilarious memory.
that was a good one.
And I'm gonna say that because I want to intro that too. But that movie
Yeah.
is better than both Field of Dreams.
Field of Dreams.
Angels
I
in
knew
the
you were going to
Outfield.
say that. You suck.
Both of those were
Angels,
so
I will give
overrated.
you Angels in the Outfield is nostalgic but not good. Field of Dreams is just good, and you're wrong. Like, that has one of the most iconic ending scenes to a movie of all time. It's perfect. So you're wrong, and I hate you. If you told me Moneyball was overrated, I'd be like, all right, that's fine. It wasn't really historically accurate at all, and whatever.
Do you know what's
so I could get behind
perfect
that,
about Field
but
of Dreams?
Tell me.
The setting, because it's corny as shit. So it's
Oh my
filmed in a
God.
cornfield. It's
Yeah,
so
no, I get it.
corny. Everything about that movie is so corny.
Can I ask you a question? Is this heaven? This is Iowa. I love that movie.
Yeah, it's so bad.
Billy's
You're wrong. You're an
swearing
idiot.
off the rail tonight. These movies.
Well,
gotta-
we already did it. So
I know, but
That's
I
true.
mean,
Now
you
we
can't
can
bring
just
up
let
the
it fly.
ringer. You can bring up the ringer and not expect that quote to come out. So we were already off the deep end.
While we're all swearing, I'm going to get mine out of the way. Suck. I did it. Okay. I'm glad we got that.
Okay, so any other baseball movies?
no. You mentioned
Airbud?
Moneyball. That was really good. But
Not you.
Me, I said Airbud.
again. So on to hockey. Honestly, I don't have any. I know you brought up the.
Yeah.
But
There it is.
I couldn't remember the name for a second. I don't have any
Dude,
other. I already brought it up during the hockey. That's why I wasn't gonna.
Yeah.
Any other?
Yeah, that's fair.
real hockey movies. I mean D2, the Mighty Ducks.
Yeah.
David technically picked D1.
Pick the first one.
in
Yeah.
official canon.
Oh,
No, that's about
Can't go
it.
wrong.
I think that's fine. If Shorzy ever made a movie, that's going to be my number one. So I'll go with that for sure. Yep.
Shorty is hilarious.
But, Yeah, no, Miracle's
so-
great. Miracle's great with them. The scene of them skating up and down, and who do you play for? And the name on the front is more important than the name on the back. I just love that. Love that scene.
I have some good honorable mentions for wild cards. Obviously, I don't
say mine. Okay. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
go.
cut you off.
Go ahead.
Talladega
Wow.
Nights.
Yes, I had that.
That
Yeah.
was so close to being my pick.
That's
Baby
great.
Jesus.
Shake and bake, baby.
Baby Jesus.
Such a quotable movie. You're not
Yeah,
on fire, Ricky
absolutely.
Bobby.
You can walk.
Great movie.
Yeah.
Happy Gilmore.
How can you not
That's
pick
another
Happy
solid
Gilmore?
one, right along with Waterboy. The Rocky movies. David and I
Yep.
talked about this. Neither of us have seen a Rocky movie.
That's insane.
But
I
obviously,
hate you
as
for
far
that.
as being classics, but I'll stick with boxing and go two
Creed?
movies than the Rocky movies, which I'm saying without even seeing the Rocky movies.
Yeah.
But Cinderella Man is a great movie.
Okay. Yeah.
With Russell Crowe and The Fighter. With Mark.
I knew you were gonna pick The Fighter.
The Fighter's
The Fighter
great.
was fine, but it's
Wait,
not
you
better than
fucking packed the
Creed.
cab, boo boo.
Oh my god, I forgot about that.
Such a great movie.
Yeah, no, that's good. No, but I mean, obviously the Creed movies with Michael B. Jordan are probably
they're
the best
good.
boxing movies. They're right up there for me. I love them. Yeah, we could probably do a whole segment on honestly boxing movies and stuff.
Boxing
Even
with
Will Smith did a
Southpaw.
phenomenal job. So yeah,
Jake Gyllenhaal, he got
Yep.
shredded for that. And
yeah, he did.
that was a good
So
movie.
all that is really good. One of my favorite movies that I wanted to pick for the other category was Cool Runnings, which David has never seen.
I had that. Yep.
And that really offends me. So he clearly doesn't know about the Jamaican bobsled team.
Nope.
Nope.
Sounds like an oxymoron.
Yeah, that's the point.
That's kind of the point of the movie, Dave.
Yeah. What'd you say, Bill?
Never seen it.
Caddyshack.
Ooh,
Oh yeah,
that's
nice.
a good
Classic.
That's
a good one.
With some more Will Ferrell movies. Blades of Glory, which is not his best movie by any means.
What does that even mean? No one knows what it means, but it's provocative.
But it's provocative.
Gets the people
Gets
going.
The people going.
Yeah.
And then last but not least, I had Karate Kid. So those were just some of the honorable mentions. I agree. That's why they didn't make it on my list, and that's why it's one of the last honorable mentions I have. But just I feel like names that kind of have to come up that we thought.
Yeah,
of
that's
and
fair.
that didn't put on our list.
Jerry Maguire is a really good one. I love that movie.
Oh, yep, that's fair.
I kind of forgot about Jerry Maguire. Oh my god, I forgot about Slapshot. Slapshot's a really good hockey movie. Totally forgot about that. Oops. Oh well. Oopsies.
Yeah. I'm sure there are more we forgot. Let us know. Let us know what we forgot.
Yeah, I'm sure we're gonna get roasted on something. Oh well.
Absolutely.
We'll just get roasted for saying turkey sucks.
Turkey does.
That too. You're wrong.
Yeah. No, it's C tier at best.
Yep. Well, you did forget one of the best baseball movies of all time. Your favorite, Mr. 3000.
Oh, awful movie. One of the worst movies of all time.
How dare you?
Like I said, baseball has some of the worst movies ever. Like honestly, maybe might be like the worst of the movies we picked, in my opinion. And it was still my favorite baseball movie because I just think baseball movies are kind of like lacking in entertainment value.
Yeah, I hate you for that take. But it's okay. What I forget, what did I say? Oh, that's right. When we were talking in our group chat, I said I was going to pick She's the Man or Bend It Like Beckham.
Cool.
I used to watch
Classic.
Bend It Like Beckham. Older sister problems.
Yeah, you'll get that.
Bring it on.
Ooh.
Bring it on.
Oh, we didn't match. Yeah, I was just going to say, yeah, we didn't pick any cheerleading movies. That's
Shout
terrible.
out Dwayne Wade.
Stomp the Yard or whatever the other one is.
Yep. Classics.
Okay.
Nice.
So let's officially just move on to Hot Topics. I feel like we're just ramping at this point. So Hot Topic, the big one from this past week, and just announced today, Diana Rossini has resigned from her spot on The Athletic. After pictures were taken of her sharing some intimate time with Mike Vrabel. Both of these people are married, just for awareness purposes. So what are you guys?
And not to each other?
What's the rumor mill going on? What's the rumor mill going on in New England Patriots fans' heads? David,
you gotta love it. If there's not a scandal with New England, then we are not succeeding. So,
that's a good point.
So Billy's just shaking his head because
the worst take ever.
It's true. If there's
it's not like it's manufactured. It's
okay. So pretty much
any team. I get
her husband was suspicious of her doings and hired a private investigator, and that's who took the pictures. So he had inklings she was doing some stuff. And so
also,
obviously if she resigned, then that means because somebody's investigating, like the New York Times or somebody at TMZ. One of them's like actually investigating it. So if she resigned today, that means that something actually is going to come about with it. I'd
It
imagine.
likely means that. But yeah, and also, with that, the place in Arizona that they were at is very much known for being like a honeymoon destination, a lover's suite. Like, it's not that, right? So all signs are kind of pointing to that scandal being truthful. I mean, honestly, I get it. I'm a married man, and I will sleep with either of those two individuals. They both do it for me. I get it. So I'm not going to cast any blame. I get it. So it is what it is. But yeah, I don't know. It'll be interesting to see what the actual repercussions for Vrabel would be, because it's kind of like, yeah, it's a bad character thing, but also, so like separate it from
consenting
football.
adultery isn't illegal. So it's like,
Right.
you could argue maybe power dynamics, but honestly, it's not like they're in the same organization. There's like some, I don't know, I guess
Right.
if he sleeps with him, she'll get the skinny on a lot of breaking news maybe a little early, but
Oh, she got the skinny. I'll tell you what.
It's more unethical for her than him. Like, yeah, they're both morally wrong, but with her job being a reporter,
You're gonna have so many feminists coming after you. How dare you?
yeah,
I'm just copying what Colin Coward said.
I don't necessarily think like, I get what you're saying.
Well, Mike Vrabel ain't quitting his job because of it, but she can't as a reporter like sleep with who you're talking to.
Can.
He could.
My argument would just be like, honestly, she's getting more information by doing it.
She's a free woman.
No, I would say technically she's being better at her job by doing it. Like, I think she's setting women in reporting back by essentially needing like putting this out into the airwaves. But technically,
you had to say that
get more
while I was taking a drink of water.
She's going to get more
oh my God.
information quicker than the public. She's doing a better job reporting for The Athletic.
Women are just going to take a hit for this as a whole.
Yes,
yeah.
Two things can be true.
Probably true. Yeah, I mean, I've slept with a lot of men and I didn't get anything out of it. So, good for her.
But she was like the only one, not the only one, but one of the main people to talk about AJ Brown going to the Patriots, which is kind of interesting in that aspect. She'll tweet like how he's miserable and all that stuff in Philadelphia, and then she'll like tweet how the Patriots want to go get him. So it's like she's doing both sides of that story.
Yeah.
So who knows if she's creating a narrative that AJ Brown's like unhappy, or trying to like create some like resentment in the organization to make him you know what I mean? So
sounds
that's
like a Cooky corner to me.
That could be played by her.
Absolutely. Yeah. But again, I'll just say none of that is necessarily like, if you are The Athletic, you just want clicks on articles.
Oh, she's getting clicks already.
I don't think she's not doing a worse job. It's not more. Yeah. It's not against code of conduct. I mean, like, you could get some people who are like clutching their pearls saying it's against the code of conduct, but it's not really against code of conduct. If you're getting accurate information from a prime source like a Mike Vrabel, like,
you don't think HR is going to problem with sleeping with sources?
The problem is there's no overseeing HR for that. Yeah, it's not in the same workplace. So yeah, all right,
yeah. I just think it's interesting.
Yeah, it really is. It's crazy.
Again, adultery isn't illegal, so I don't know what's gonna necessarily come of it. Now that she's resigned, I feel like this might just die out. Like, it's not like there's gonna be charges.
Yeah. It could be. I mean, the NFL has their own code of conduct thing, and they've done weird things with other people, but like to suspend them a game or something over this would be crazy, considering the other
Rashee Rice and Tyreek Hill and
stuff that we've seen happen. Yeah, exactly. So
I mean, at least it wasn't like a rub and tug. Shout out.
That's a good point.
Robert Kraft.
It wasn't even a tug; it was a poke.
No, brother. I don't want to rehash that. I don't want those images in my head.
Yeah, like I said, scandals. When they're winning, they're doing scandals.
Oh my God.
Always something.
Really jealous.
Past that,
causation, something.
Yeah, something. So past that, Rory McIlroy wins another Masters, which is awesome to see. Back-to-back is crazy. Didn't do himself any favors on the third day. Really put himself in jeopardy after coming out to a crazy lead. But he was able to hold on in the end. A couple other guys fell apart. And so that was really cool to see. I love Rory. Watching him play is awesome. The fact that he couldn't find the fairway to save his life is really funny and still won the Masters. Like, he had one of the least accurate drives out of everybody in the Masters and still managed to win it because his recovery shots were so insane. And then right behind him was Scotty Scheffler, who's just a god among men when it comes to golf. Like, the run that Scotty Scheffler's been on has been insane. Um, it sucks that at 29 years old he has the same hairline as Billy, but what are you going to do? So can't have everything. But yeah, I'm sure that's lost on a lot of people. I think a lot of people don't care about golf, but if you like golf, you love the Masters. So that was
I don't
fun to
even like
watch.
golf, and I tuned in, and it was like a nail biter for all of Sunday because Justin Rose was winning for a little bit of it, and then he choked away, and then it was like, who's gonna kind of choke the least?
Yep.
And it was Rory, but like, I guess Rory lives like right outside Augusta. He did it so he can be close to that course. He plays that course all the time. He skips tournaments to play that course. So
Yep. Sure does.
he likes to be home, hanging out with his kids, and just playing that course. So yeah, if anybody's gonna win the Masters, I guess it would be the person who's most familiar with it. But yeah,
Yep.
Sunday was
Back to back.
crazy to watch because he
Sure
barely
was.
won. And if
Those
Scheffler
majors are
played
all
a
great.
little bit better, like Friday, he probably
yeah.
would've won.
You could say that about most people who were in the running. But Rory McIlroy has now won 2 Masters green jackets since the New York Jets have had a singular interception. So that is one of the crazier stats that I have heard.
Yep.
I like golf. I like golfing. I don't necessarily care to watch it. Maybe that's because we're playing 2 completely different games. Because for some reason, when they have bad tee shots, they aren't allowed to re-tee it 17 times to get a good one.
Unreal.
JMO has been golfing with me, and he knows that's true. I will hit
That's
breakfast
true.
balls on every hole until I hit something I actually want to play.
Yep. Oh,
Pays
well.
to play in 2026. Moving on. So Celtics and Bruins both look like they're going into the playoffs. Celtics probably a lot stronger than Bruins. I do think it's hilarious. This was expected to be a gap year for the Celtics. That's a term that I've seen quite a bit coming off the Jason Tatum injury, but they're second in the East. They're hitting their stride. Tatum's starting to get up to, I'd say, like 75-80% of what Tatum needs to be for them to make a deep run. And this could go from being what was originally thought to be a gap year to them actually competing for a title. So that's really cool. Any other thoughts as Boston sports fans Celtics had over there?
No, just the last game against the Magic, just watching it, looking at the box scoring, seeing like Baylor Shireman or whatever scored 30 points, and it's just like, who?
Yeah.
So that's always fun. And then I'm such a sucker for guys that I loved in college, specifically during guys that I loved watching play college basketball. Let me reiterate that.
It's better.
Specifically during March Madness, that really can't seem to do a whole lot in the NBA. Luka Garza is one of those guys. Watching him play was it Iowa? Yeah, Iowa. He was just so dominant, and then he goes in the NBA and he's like just fine. But then when he's on your basketball team, you just get all the feels again of like remembering him play and how dominant he was and how good he was. So that's always fun. Jalen Suggs is another one up there, but yeah, just like the people scoring for the Celtics, especially in that last game, it's always fun to see end of season stuff like that.
Yeah, and they beat a Magic team who played all their starters, which is bananas because they're
Yeah,
also
they
a
needed to
playoff
win.
team. Yeah,
Yeah,
for their
Magic
seeding
needed to win.
purposes. Yeah, and they couldn't deal it. So yeah, it was like originally a gap year expected because 4 of the 9 starting Celtics, well, I guess including like role players, got traded or cut. So yeah, you lost almost half of your starters and bench. So that's why it was presumed that it was gonna be a gap year. And Jaylen Brown, if they play through him, they might have a chance to win it all because it changes the whole dynamic of the team where they kind of just did a lot of dribbling and a lot of passing and took threes when it was Tatum running the offense where Jaylen Brown likes to get to the basket. So it changes the whole dynamic of how it's run. And I think in the playoffs, like threes are nice, but you do have to score points in the paint. And yeah, shout out Brad Stevens for getting players that fit well in that system and with the players he has already with Jaylen Brown and Tatum come back, Derek White stepping up in a huge way. So yeah, they're on a roll and they might win it all. So
And shout out Joe
I hope so.
Mazzulla for being an absolute psychopath, as always.
I love Joe Mazzulla.
I don't.
He's
overrated.
insane.
No.
I mean, he is a psychopath, but the team's so good. I think he gets
Who cares?
He's like
And
Doc
I mean,
Rivers.
honestly though, Brad
that should be a
Stevens.
hot topic. Doc Rivers
that?
left the Bucks.
Oh.
He resigned.
Yep.
Did you hear his quote at the end of the season? He was like, "I've brought teams worse than this to the playoffs. If you haven't seen that, Google me." It's like,
Yeah.
like, okay, dude.
Shout out
Like,
Pierre.
Yeah.
yeah.
Relax. Yeah. Especially with the
means
teams that
never
he
again.
had. Did he bring him there? Not really. But honestly, like Brad Stevens and what he was amazing as a college coach. He was pretty good as a Celtics
He was
coach.
amazing
But
as
he
a
is
Celtics coach.
such a good GM. Like that it's unbelievable, so good. So good for
He's
him.
great at finding value in what guys do well that other teams can't.
Especially
Get out of.
defensively.
Yeah, like
Derek White
I
is
forget
not
the-
Derek White on any other team.
Yeah, even that
Yep.
center, I forget his name, but like he had like
Ada.
defensive. Yeah, he's one of the best defensive players in the league right now, and you can get like 10 rebounds, 15 points a game, and that's really good out of a center.
Yeah.
Yep.
So moving from the Celtics and Bruins, so two Boston teams that we're excited to see doing great in the playoffs, to these kids are starving in New England, let me tell you. So as many of you probably know, it's a backboard behind the home plate at Fenway Park. When the Red Sox win, kids eat free at the 99 restaurants. Those kids are starving. Anybody who's relying on that to feed your kids, I'm sorry. The Red Sox are awful. Like just straight up awful. And we talk about it all the time, and maybe part of this might be us not paying as much attention to the Red Sox anymore. I know they have Roman Anthony and he's exciting. I know they have Jarren Duran, and when he's not yelling obscene slurs at fans in the crowds, he's also exciting. And by the way, that's not just that one incident. It has happened 3 times since he's been a member of the Red Sox.
Yep.
And
It's just passion.
Yeah.
No, it's not. It's that sometimes he can't hit a baseball with a tennis racket. If you know, you know. But they're just like, it's sad to see the Fenway Sports Group essentially like trying to play Moneyball with the Boston Red Sox, which you should never be playing Moneyball as the Boston Red Sox. And you see the great players that have left this organization over the last 5 to 10 years, whether that's on their own will or by trade, like the Mookie Betts, the JD Martinez, Xander Bogaerts, like we all know the names, and it's just like this team should be absolutely loaded. With great talent and good superstars. Like Mookie Betts is as good of a superstar in terms of like fan interaction and being the face of your team that you can even ask for. But it's just it's sad. The state of the Red Sox is just straight up sad.
Yeah, it's because all the money from Fenway Sports Group is going into Liverpool instead of Red Sox.
Or even the Penguins too.
I know,
and the Penguins,
West Ham Hammers.
Yeah, that whole Fenway Sports Group, it just bothers me. Like what they have their money and fingers into, and just what they've done with the team, and like because even the Red Sox, remember the year that they got Carl Crawford and Adrian Gonzalez, and it was supposed to be amazing, and then it wasn't, and then they blew it up and then made another good team after that. Like that is the Red Sox. Like you're talking about, like we were always competing with the Yankees and the Dodgers for spending a bunch of money and putting a good product on the field, and now they're like, we don't want to spend that money. It's like you have generational wealth for eternities. What else are you going to spend that money on? Make a good team. If you don't want to do it, sell the team and let somebody else do it.
Yeah, seriously.
This isn't the Rays.
It's also like $1 million to go to Fenway. So it's like,
yeah.
I'm getting on that. Fenway Sports Group is what happens when private equity meets sports. And if you
Yep.
don't know what private equity is, I am so happy for you.
Thank
And if you
God.
do know what private equity is, I'm sorry. But that's essentially what Fenway Sports Group is. And they are just
Yep.
everything is an optimization discussion around how can they squeeze the most money out of the Boston Red Sox. And the way to do that is to not necessarily pay crazy on payroll and to charge as much as they can on tickets and to charge as much as they can on concessions and everything else, because that's where they can make their money. And they're just treating it as, hey, we have 81 home games. If the team's decent enough where we can fill most of the crowd most of the nights, then that's the best optimization decision.
Yeah.
Other
Yep.
than we give him a lot of crap, but like an owner like Jerry Jones, you have to love it. Like your owner is aligned with your like with your fan base about wanting to have
Yeah.
a competitive team, an exciting team. Granted, does Jerry Jones overstep? Absolutely. And does he know how to build a good, well-rounded football team? Probably not. But
No.
at least he's a fan. He's a fan first. Fenway
That's true.
is not
Yeah.
that. John Henry is not that. He also owns the Globe. He owns Nesson. He's like just it's conglomerate. Like I said, Fenway Sports Group being private equity in sports is just wrong on so many levels, and it's especially not what
Yep.
he's a fan of the team.
Yeah, I hate all their GMs that they've had in the past couple of years. Heim Bloom, Craig Breslow. They're all in the same, like you said, like Moneyball aspect where they're like so analytically driven. It's taken away from
Yeah.
like getting pure talented guys and then like paying talented guys.
To be fair, I think that's an edict from the top because I think they're
To
saying
be
you
fair.
can't go over these luxury tax
Yeah.
thresholds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, to be fair,
like they haven't been good
Or else
since
what?
Dave Dombrowski was GM. And he was GM in 2015 to 2019. He is known for those Detroit Tiger teams with Miguel Cabrera, and they were so good, and they could just never win a championship. So he went from Chicago, Detroit, I mean, to us trying to win a championship. And I think it's like, yeah, it's got to start at the GM, like trying to just, like you said, yeah, it's coming from the top down to him, but yeah, it's just a shame because like who the GM is automatically that like they're not going to seriously compete for champ. Like they let Bregman walk, and he was like, yeah, he wasn't like anything great, but he's a great locker room guy. And when he did play, he was pretty dang good. And you gave him a kind of a crappy offer. You said test the free agency, and then he got a better deal. So you tried to match that better deal, but he's already mad at you. So he's already like trying to walk at that point.
they let Kyler Schwarber walk when he was Kyle Schwarber walk when he was like the Boston darling. Like all the fans loved him, and he wanted to come back. I don't even remember the nickname, but he had
That
a
whole thing
hilarious
was weird,
nickname.
and he did a great job
wanted to
after
come
that
back.
too. Like continues to play well, and like we're still like obviously always shuffling around our infield trying to figure out like because again we just get all these players and we're like, hey, third baseman, play first, and they're like, I don't want to, and they're like, hey, first baseman, play third, and they're like, I don't want to. It's like, stop doing that, dude. Just like I know that there's a little bit of stuff that you could do with DHs and whatever, but like realistically, let people play their positions and build around it. It's not the player's fault that you have 17 shortstops on the team or however you construct it. Like figure it out.
But that's
Also, when you
also
talk about Miguel Cabrera, like just going back, remembering when Miggy won the Triple Crown for batting, that was so fun.
Yeah,
God, I
he was
love
a powerhouse. And yeah, that's
So
like
Schwarber's nickname. Oh, go ahead.
They paid Rafael Devers all this money, and then they realize they don't want to pay him all that money. So that's when, like you said, they're trying to make him play first and do all this flipping around and stuff. And they're like, you know what? Just get him out of here because now he's a problem in the clubhouse. And it's like, yeah, because you're messing with him. Like the guy's the best hitter you have.
Yep. And Kyle from Waltham was the nickname I was trying to say for
Kyle from
Schwarber.
Waltham, that's right.
and just like and he
it's funny
loves being here, loved the fans.
And he's not
like,
obviously not from Waltham. Like that's the funny part.
Yeah. And he it's just and Dave, I think the issue started even before Dombrowski. So like if you pay attention in baseball circles, like Dombrowski's known as being someone you want when you're trying to win now. Because what he does is he trades prospects for true major league ready. So that's also them trying to cut corners. They were selling the future of the team to try and get a few like cheap wins. And they luckily they won that one World Series. And they got Chris Sale out of it, right? Like that was his big acquisition. And yeah, so but even he's kind of ruining your franchise future, and now we're kind of reaping the negatives of that. Not that
Yeah.
it can't be seen, but even then, that wasn't a money spending move. That was a hey, let's get the guy who can get us assets to get us to win a World Series or at least be very good.
But at the same time, it's like I'd rather trade future prospects instead of trading Mookie Betts for a
Right,
bunch of
yeah.
guys that came out to
But-
literally nothing.
But also, what if hypothetically we stop talking about baseball because I just don't want to do it anymore?
Yeah,
fair enough. Dave, you had one more hot topic that I know you specifically wanted to touch on.
So yeah, if you guys are just curious about the upcoming drafts and all the quarterbacks like I am, Gruden, as much as I hate Barstool because they just don't focus on sports anymore, they're just like a media conglomerate. Gruden's QB class is a great watch because Gruden should be a head coach, at least a coordinator. He should got to be something involved with the NFL. So yeah, so what he does is like he takes these first round talent, or not even first round talent, quarterbacks, but he takes all the quarterbacks coming into the draft and he'll sit down with them, run plays through them, just pick their brain, and then he'll go out and just do drills. But yeah, like he did Carson Beck, which I was actually pretty impressed with Carson Beck for being, 24, 25 years old.
I was impressed by those tattoos.
Yeah. Diego, I'm gonna mess up his last name.
Diego
Pavia.
Pavia, dude, that was so. I could not watch him in Pavia. That was so cringy. I hated every second of that.
Yeah, it's like bro on bro the whole time. And then the last one I haven't watched yet is he had an Alabama quarterback, Ty Simpson, which they're saying Ty Simpson is a really good upcoming quarterback that might rise next week.
Yeah, he'll be the second quarterback taken.
Yeah. And then he's going to have Mendoza on and a couple other guys. But yeah, I just like watching it. And it's just like good quarterback content. So if you're got some time to kill, you could throw that on the background.
Yeah, there you go.
For sure. I don't co-sign the Barstool hate. Shout out Kirk Minahan. Any other hot topics before we move on?
No, I'm good.
Okay. So next up is our next round of Master Debater. Shortly before the episode, our weekly judge will hand out the topic and assign each contestant a side that they then have to debate. Each contestant gets 90 seconds to argue their side, and then it's an open floor until someone gives the judge just the right tug and he explodes and showers us with his decision. This week, I am the judge, and as the only true grown man in this room whose height starts with a 6 and not a 5,
Oh my God.
I am levying on the short kings here on the Context Matters podcast, David and JMO, a question of what would they rather be? So would you rather have your height be 7 foot or 4'11"? And I will clarify that I did say whoever picked the 7 foot side couldn't just automatically say like, oh, I'd be in the NBA or I'd be playing professional volleyball or whatever. You can't claim sports as the 7 footer. I think that just made it a little too easy. But so I think Jeremiah went with the 4'11", right? And David, you are going to be a 7 footer.
Nice.
So
my dreams
David,
come true.
I'll have you go first.
Okay, so in this argument, I am 7 feet, which is great. Yeah, there's lots of benefits of being tall, like sports. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah,
okay.
right up to that.
Surprisingly, the taller you are, the more money you make, which is correlated, Bill, and is also perceived as being a leader because you are perceived as being confident.
So not Bill.
People are attracted to the big guys, So yeah, for like an average guy, like build, you're stronger because you got more body mass. So that's kind of cool. You can move more weight. Personally, like I like motorcycles and snowmobiles and like riding stuff. So it's still possible when you're that tall, where being short, it's kind of impossible to like go on a motorcycle ride. Intimidation is a huge factor. My cousin has this funny story. He's like 6'4", not close to 7 feet tall, but he was like in an alley in Manchester and a couple guys like came to mug him and he ended up just beating the snot out of him because he's a monster. Like these guys were like tiny. So like, yeah, that checks out. Intimidation factor. You don't want to mess with the big guy. And mostly just reach, like you can just change a light bulb, grab stuff out of the cabinets, just simple things that make your life easier. You don't need that little ladder around the house. You can just grab it.
Little
You
step
know,
ladder.
it's just so much easier.
Never knew
Like
my
if
real
I were
ladder.
ever doing drywall, like that's what I hate. I'm like the worst height. Like I can't touch the ceiling really. You know,
Yep.
you can just mud it, paint it, do whatever you got to do. And then my last point is just if you're a concert goer, like you'll never have to like stand on your tippy toes, like look over. You can be in the way back and you get the best view of the house. So yeah, I say being tall is definitely more beneficial.
Oh, you
Okay.
So I will say when it comes to cupboards and drywall, there are also cupboards and cabinets on the bottom half, and you also have to put screws in on the bottom. And now your big ass 7 foot has to get down there and do all that. So I think it's just in general in life, it is more convenient to be short than it is tall. I think that there are more necessities that are difficult to do while being tall, like driving a car. There is a very few select amount of cars that you can get if you're 7 feet tall that you can actually fit in. Now, yeah, 4'11", you're probably not going to be able to reach the pedal quite as well in some maybe super trucks or something. But outside of that, you can make do in just about any vehicle. So like your day-to-day inconveniences, like, yeah, you can't always reach something up high, but at the same time, I'm not smacking my head on a door frame or a fan every time that I walk by it. So just the day-to-day struggles don't really exist the same way for short people. Plus, obviously you have typically there are more genetic diseases that come with being tall, and like big dogs have short life expectancies, and same thing with the humans. So I'll take the longer life expectancy, and I'll be over here being the short king, being minorly inconvenienced with stuff, but still being able to live my day-to-day life versus being a giant among men and having to struggle with the simplest tasks.
Okay. Now, if you guys want to go back and forth.
Okay, I'm going to quote
Yeah.
the great Billy Stanley right now. As far as your car argument, just don't be poor. Just buy that car that you want.
Just don't be
said
poor.
that in my life.
I love that. Yeah,
I don't think
that's a good
quoting
point.
the judge is a great way to start.
Just simply don't be poor. No, I just think that they have ladders for a reason. Like if you can't reach it, it's inconvenient, but you can go up a ladder or a step ladder and grab it. You can't go down something and
Never
make
knew
yourself
my
shorter.
real ladder.
Listen, 4'11" short. Like
True.
a staircase is
I
quite a
get
battle.
it, but like I said, you can be 4'11" and you can get on a 6 foot ladder and be whatever height you want. You're 7 feet tall. You can't have an escalator that goes into the floor and make you shorter.
Yeah, but you can just lay down. If you gotta like work on something on the floor, like it's like I don't know.
Yeah, but you probably can't lay down because your feet are going to be going out the side of one room, and your hands are going to be stuck in something else. Like you're not even going to be able to work under the sink because if you're 7 feet tall, you get your hands under the sink, the rest of your body's probably crammed up
At
against
least
the
you
other
can
wall.
reach the nuts under the sink, and you don't have to freaking crawl in there.
No,
set up a
4'11",
tent.
you can stand. I was going to say you could stand up in there and do the whole thing. You don't even have to worry about it. So
Dainty hands.
it's true.
Yeah.
Any tight little spaces like that, you're good to go.
I don't know.
All right.
Okay.
I just think you
I'll
could
call it.
roast small people their whole lives.
That's
I mean-
also true. You can.
I will say either one of you
Bill
would
does
have
it to
gotten the
us every day.
automatic win. Either one of you would have gotten the automatic win if you actually laughed at my stepladder joke. But because
I
neither
laughed
of
at
you
it. Yeah,
laughed.
what are you doing, step ladder? I never knew my real ladder. No, I get it.
I'll have to say, you guys made it a good argument. You both made good points. I think I was a little more sold on Jeremiah's argument that I think it would be more inconvenient to be
Let's
a
go.
7-footer than a 4'11"er. I don't
I
know
think
if
that
I'm
would
a
suck as like
previous bias.
doorways. It's
Yeah,
always stuck.
doorways and fans. That was a great argument. Also, like
Yep.
the laying down to work on things. Like I think bringing up drywall specifically kind of hurt your argument because you can't like move if you're laying down.
Imagine painting a
True.
room.
To get to the next.
You
like,
don't need a
level of
ladder to like
screws.
box the top.
Don't be poor.
That
Pay
was a
somebody.
good argument.
Yeah,
I did. I was
I
thinking
know.
about like
I know,
changing a
you already
light,
picked
how
J-Mo.
nice
Yeah.
that would be. But
Yeah.
like any house built before the 1980s is just entirely inconvenience for you. Like
Yeah.
I have to go
But I
with
mean,
JMO and all three. of these
in the
short
modern
kings.
era, if you're 4'11", you have to worry about getting run over by a Roomba every day of your life. So I get it.
and you go to bagel places and absolutely throw off your short man energy.
True.
Next up is David's Kooky Corner. Did we actually land on the moon? Was the CIA responsible for the assassination of JFK? Are birds real? The people yearn for answers, and David will try his best to provide them in this off-season segment.
So this is a fan's, I think it's a fan, response to an email. It particularly says longtime hater, first time emailer. So
Nice.
that's great. And she asks, what's the deal with Big Pistachio in the link to the Middle East? Well, silly Willy, the link is it just naturally grows in the Middle East. It naturally grows in Iran. It's like the climate there. It's easy to grow.
Perfect.
Their orchards aren't irrigated at all. So I'm going to kind of read some notes as I go through this. So what is also happening is the conflict in Iran is creating a demand or like a supply error for
a shortage,
pistachio. Yeah. So as a result, all the California pistachios, they're also raising their prices because they can get it at this point because there
that's
is a
economics,
demand.
baby.
Yeah.
Yep.
So yeah, unfortunately, I think it just is the way the world works when you're in conflict with a country that has a great export like pistachios for the rest of the world.
Yep.
You're not going to get them if you're bombing their schools and hospitals.
Yeah, that's probably a good point. Yeah, I love pistachios, and probably the other side of it too is like, have you guys seen all the fad about Dubai chocolate now? And everybody has their version of Dubai chocolate. It's good. Don't get me wrong. I love pistachio, and I love pistachio mixed with chocolate, and it's perfect. But I hate fads. It always bothers me because it's like there's 750 million different brands, and every single time it's like so incredibly expensive because it's pistachio related and because it's a fad. So now you're paying for both of them. It's good and it's delicious and I love it. But man, I hate fads and I hate paying $9 for a chocolate bar.
So I totally agree with the hating fads and hate paying $9 for a Dubai chocolate bar. However, so they sell the pistachio spread, which is essentially like I'd say like a Nutella, but obviously instead of hazelnuts, it's pistachios. Not roasted to the same level. And I made a pistachio tiramisu, and it was so good. Like,
hell yeah,
unbelievably good. And that spread, you can literally just eat it straight out of the jar too.
I was gonna say I'd put it on. Yeah, I'd put that on toast.
Oh,
that sounds great.
It's obscene. So there's some at Market Basket.
Where do you get it?
Just got one at Market Basket.
Okay.
We just got one at Aldi the other week that actually had like crunchy pistachio pieces in it, and that's even better.
Ooh,
as
hell
opposed
yeah.
to just like a
Making a trip
spread.
to Aldi's.
So good.
Are Iranian pistachios that much better than like ones from the US?
I don't
that's
know.
all
I have no
Google
idea.
says is that
Because
the
probably
climate, the origin, they come from that area in the world.
I mean, definitely like avocados from Mexico are better than avocados from California. I know that for a fact. So probably.
Yeah.
Sure. I would believe it.
Yeah, just
Buy
something I
that for
never know.
$1.
But maybe that's why we're in Iran. Maybe it's not the oil after all. It's just a big scheme to get the pistachio prices down.
Yeah, I was gonna say big pistachio doesn't want you to know. Yeah, I love that. That was good. I'm glad
it
that
might
we were
not
able to
answer a question, but
yeah,
give her some information.
Perfect.
As to why your
job.
pistachios are now expensive when you're just like, hey.
Way to use our platform for education. I love that.
That is true.
Awesome.
Good for her.
Great cookie corner. Be very interested to see if that listener follows up. First time, or hopefully she won't be a hater the next time she follows up.
Probably isn't impressed.
Probably.
Knowing her, I think you're probably right.
She's probably like, I already knew that, but I don't know.
Yeah. Oh well.
So, J-Mo, over to you for your anything else.
Yeah, so my anything else, we posted earlier last week about doing a fantasy football league, trying to see who is going to be interested in doing that. I think we're going to have enough people to do it, so we are definitely going to have that. We'll iron out all the details later. But but we do want to get an idea of who is interested in that, and we will come up with some kind of way to pick out, 9 people to join the league so that we can have a league of 12 people. Why 12? Because it's better than 10 and it's better than 14, and I make the rules. So that's why we're doing it that way. But obviously we will, we'll come up with some guidelines and some rules and, let everybody know how it's going to be formatted and whatever. We'll pick some fans and we will do our first inaugural fantasy football league for the Context Matters podcast. So I think that's going to be a lot of fun. I look forward to seeing you guys there, but definitely continue to reach out to us in one format or another and let us know if that's something that you're going to be interested in.
Yeah, I'm excited for it. I think it'll be cool because we can even talk for 5 minutes about the matchup we just had or something. Be like, yeah, this person just got this many points and this and that, and this guy
or
drafted
dumb
this
trades.
guy.
Yeah. It'll all come up.
Anything about trades that'll be a good
I love that.
topic.
Putting people on the hot seat. Yeah, that'll be great.
Like trading Jaden Daniels for Justin Herbert.
I was just about to say, if you are going to be part of the 9, part of your submission into why you should be included and why you deserve a spot is that you will not draft Justin Herbert. Nobody's allowed to take Justin Herbert other than me.
That's not true. Don't worry about that. You can have him.
And if you want to write a check to...
Obviously, if you want... Yeah, right, exactly. No, I think, honestly, anybody who really wants to build up depth on their team and have a good quarterback 2 or 3, you should take Justin Herbert.
And I'm curious to see who Billy's going to draft because he's a little rusty.
That's true.
I'm very rusty. I haven't played fantasy in 8 years.
Now you're not going to be able to watch any games. You're going to be going bananas at your house. Just
Yep. Welcome back. Happy for you.
I've been enjoying football so much more since I quit fantasy football.
I have been. So
Rip.
This is a shout out to any of you who don't do fantasy anymore or haven't done fantasy. I do find football so much more enjoyable if you're not already doing fantasy.
It's so stressful, especially me. I always have 7 leagues going.
And I hate being like, oh, I need this team to lose because I want them to lose because it's better for the Chargers. Oh, but I have their quarterback and their wide receiver.
Right.
So it's like, if I have Patrick Mahomes, am I supposed to root for him or against him?
Against him.
That's my issue. Is I
you want the Chargers to win 51-49.
No, I just want them to win. So it's gonna be an adjustment. Me getting back into fantasy football because I've been enjoying my my time away. But David, what's your anything else?
All right, so this one's a little fresh to us because before the show, somebody slipped a quick nip. So,
nip slip.
So as far as alcoholic beverages, that is, what are our favorite nips?
Dr. McGillicuddy's next question.
But what flavor?
My favorite, I'm going to get roasted for this. I know I am. My favorite Dr. McGillicuddy's flavor is butterscotch.
So is mine.
Ugh,
nice.
Butterscotch.
Yes.
I thought you were going to say that mint that you were just drinking, because that might be one of the worst.
The mint's not bad. I like the mint. I actually don't really love the root beer. A lot of people like it. I don't really care for it. I like the mint, and I think the apple pie is a little overrated too. But I like the mint. Definitely like the butterscotch. But I want it ice cold. Like I want to be pulling nips out of a freezer.
Yeah, my sister-in-law likes grape.
Ew,
fire. She likes them so much, she convinced my other friend at the Country Mile to buy a pallet of grape nips. Just
nice. I mean, to be honest, it's actually
almost gone.
Yeah, it's actually not bad. I do like the grape. It really actually doesn't bother me. I just wanted to be that guy. But no, I very much like the grape. I'm fine with that. I like it more than the root beer. That's for sure.
Is this the same sister-in-law who was the reason why we're recording tonight instead of Sunday night?
Yeah, so she needs a nip right now.
Unbelievable.
Okay.
Why? She had plenty over the last couple weeks.
Yeah. What?
That's funny.
No, it's been a long time.
I don't really have a favorite because I will be honest and say I haven't had a nip since I was absolutely 21 in high school.
Nice.
You're 21 in high school? I'm sorry.
That's
crazy.
A joke, David.
Yeah. I haven't had a nip for How long has this podcast
Hour.
been going? An hour and
An
25
hour and
minutes.
27 minutes, probably.
Yeah.
Billy just doesn't live enough.
Yeah, I love
I live
nips.
plenty.
Can you get a
nips are great.
martini nip?
Oh, gross.
Oh my god, a dirty martini nip. That would go
With it
crazy.
all?
I
No,
hate
but I
it.
would say like again, I haven't had a nip in forever, so I'm not gonna actually go to a nip, but I'll go like my favorite shot style beverage. In a singular thing would just be Rumplemints.
Nice.
might
That's
as
good
well
enough. I'm fine
get
with
this
that.
That's
done.
doctor.
As long as you don't say, I think Fireball is so overrated. Fireball's so gross.
I like cinnamon.
Yeah. Too spicy
That's
for your
a-
white
I only
boy tongue.
drink it in the winter.
I love spicy. You know that.
Yep.
I don't like
No,
cinnamon.
I mean, even like the Jack Daniels, the Jack Fire is way better. So if I'm going to have cinnamon, I'd rather have that. But yeah, negative.
I think
Miss me with
I
that.
ruined my taste buds. I used to do the cinnamon challenge for like $5 in high school.
No, you're
that
lying. You did do it for
absolutely
$5. You did it for free.
I did it for free a couple times. I did it for $5 a few times too.
Did it for the love of
Actually,
the game.
The first
love
time
that
I
for
did
you.
it, I was with JMO.
True.
Yeah, I think that absolutely ruined my palate on cinnamon. And no,
That's fair.
I was doing it for $5 most of the time.
What other
$5
challenges
for me,
did you do?
I was going to say, I did the
We
gallon
don't
of
need
milk
to
one.
talk about this.
Because I feel like you were always the challenge guy when you'd see something
Yeah,
online. Like,
What was his name?
It wasn't.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll think of something.
Yeah, I can't even
But I
think
definitely
of it.
remember you doing the
Just
cinnamon
the
challenge. Just,
Yep. What
yeah. Because I
speaking
got
of which,
to
what
it,
is
unlike
you
most.
just brought the spoon
Yeah,
in one
that's
day. I was
true.
like, look at this, guys.
I could do it. I was going to say I did it. I didn't like it, but I did it. I would rather do any of the milk, the cinnamon challenge. I'd rather do any of that than any like hot ones challenge though. I like spicy, but only to a point. So I
that's
don't want to do that.
great point to bring up that this summer,
Oh boy.
Jeremiah and I will be having our one-on-one basketball match. I don't know if we're going to be able to stream it live. My goal is have David stream it live and ref, but I don't know how that's necessarily going to work. I think Riverside, the recording app we use, has a live option.
Yep.
I'd love to do that. And the loser
we'll
is
figure it
going
out.
to do some hot ones related or hot chip related challenge.
Gonna be brutal.
We still need to set a date for that.
Yep.
And this is me like stating that's absolutely going to happen. So I'm excited.
Well, we know
that
June
Jeremiah
20th is
have
out.
to do hot ones. Yes, June 20th is out for a couple of reasons, and one of those reasons makes me very sad.
It's your fault.
Yes, I understand.
It's fine. Whatever. What is your anything else? We've dragged this on long enough.
My anything else, I'm going to show the camera here, is
gross.
People who hate seltzer, like Jeremiah here, like Jeremiah,
I hate seltzer.
are stupid. Seltzer is a great way to get like water intake. That is also delicious. So I already shouted them out once this podcast. Go to Aldi. Aldi's great. They also have this brand of seltzer.
Aldi's
Waterloo. Exactly. They also have this brand of seltzer called Waterloo, which is in combination with Guy Fieri. And this specific one, so it's Flavortown, it's root beer float seltzer, and it's like 95% of the like flavor of a root beer float without needing no sugar, no calories, no nothing, just natural flavors. They also have a lime and a coconut one that's so good, but any seltzer is just delicious. It's like a great way to kind of get that. Like if you're having a piece of pizza, everybody knows a piece of pizza goes really well with soda, but like you can have a seltzer and it's like 99% of that experience, maybe not the 100% of the experience, but it's so good. Same with like a cheeseburger when you really just want something good with it. So people who hate seltzer, I know there's so many people who are like, oh, they just put an orange next to this when they were pouring the carbonated water. That's absolutely not the case. You just have child's taste buds and you need everything thrown in the back of your throat, Jim.
Pause.
For you to actually taste it and recognize it as such. Seltzer is so good and such a great tool to have in your quenching tool belt.
And you're a terrible tool to have on the podcast. So have you by any chance considered the fact that the bubbles hurt my belly? So I don't I don't like the bubbles. I don't like them in my mouth. I don't like them in my throat. I don't like them in my belly. I don't like bubbles. So that's where I'm going to start. Second of all, you could just simply drink water. You don't have to agitate your entire body with the water going down. Yeah, just drink water. But I do get
I do that too.
especially from the side of like, yeah, you want something flavored and you don't want to just be putting Gatorade or something in your body with 17,000 grams of sugar. So I personally don't like seltzer, but I think it's a really good thing, especially for us fat Americans to be drinking and incorporating in our diet. A lot of people use it to like kind of curb hunger too, more so than just regular flat water. So I think overall seltzer is a very good thing. It's just not my thing.
Yeah, it's grown on me. I drink them a
And
lot.
one thing, sorry, Dave, before you
Yeah.
jump in, I do have one thing. The guy who's complaining about the bubbles hurting his tummy, and that's why he doesn't
Yeah.
like filter, is the same guy who we were just talking about took a nip right before the podcast, and then is drinking a Bud Light with it. So, come on.
With a vape.
Don't worry about that. Ew.
Be a little consistent there, JMO.
Yeah, no thanks.
Up, Dave.
Yeah, it is. I've been drinking them a lot lately. I hated them growing up, and they're an acquired taste, but they're definitely, like you said, they're casual drinking. You don't want to like be super thirsty and try to chug one. It's not made for that. Like you said, it's made for
sure.
like if you have a meal, if you're just kind of thirsty around the house sort of thing. If you just want something to sip on. But I do like the carbonation because I try not to drink soda. So it is kind of like a happy medium of both those where it's almost like it tricks you like you're drinking a soda if you get like a good
That makes
tasting.
sense.
Oh, just mess up my mic. So yeah, I am a big
that makes
fan.
sense.
But what I started
Nice.
drinking lately is alkaline water.
That's
Like
such
a high
oh my God.
pH water. I feel like
Dude,
it helps me
no,
absorb
it's
water.
no, wrong. It's not. There's so much science to prove that it's like it does absolutely nothing. It's such a scam. It's not real. It's all mental.
Yeah, there's water like different springs all over the world, and they all have different pH levels. So it's like,
oh my God, I gotta send you a video after this to prove my point to you. But it's fine. If you're happy, I'm happy.
okay, 10.
Good enough.
I
And
can't
if you're
retain
happy
water.
spending 3 times the amount on water that you should be, then I'm happy.
Well, just don't be poor.
There we go. All right.
Which I feel like 2 out of the 3 of our hosts have actually said that quote, and the other
it's not
is
you.
just wrongfully construed as saying that. I've never.
Yeah,
said that.
that's fair.
I don't
You
believe it.
didn't say, you insinuated
I just don't like turkey or ham.
Poor
That
people.
makes me the hater of.
And if you can't afford it, just figure it out. It sounds like.
Yeah.
No, I said if you can't afford it, like figure something else out. Like, just don't like turkey and ham aren't it. Like,
I know.
No, ham is it. You're wrong on that. Turkey sucks. Ham is
I'd
it.
rather a freaking spam sandwich over somebody like putting
I like spam.
freaking ham right in front of me.
I love
Like,
ham.
it's not
What about ham salad?
I'll put my
Oh,
hams in front of
Christ.
you. No, ham salad's
Ham
gross.
salad's disgusting.
No,
I like it.
hard no.
All cold salads are like cold prepared like egg salad.
Can't
like,
think about what it
chicken
is.
salad.
You just got to eat
Almost
it.
Tuna.
all of those are bad. Some are good. Like
Gross.
Chicken salad.
very specific ones.
Nope.
but-
No thanks.
Okay.
You guys
All
just don't like
Well, that's
salad.
it.
Yeah, well, true.
That's it for us here on Context Matters. Thanks again to Hyatt Trucks. Check us out on YouTube at Context Does Matter and Spotify and wherever else you get your podcast at the Context Matters Podcast. Also follow along with us on Twitter at Context M Podcast and Facebook at the Context Matters Podcast, as we will be keeping the reactions and discussion going all off season long. And we're coming up close on the draft and then the 2026-2027 season as well.
True.
Reminder to email us at the Context Matters Podcast at gmail.com with your ideas, takes, or anything you want to see on the show. I'm Bill, along with David and JMO. Thanks for joining us, and we will see you next week.
Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye.